out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Rawls. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down throw, Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. Anunwa's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. And that is caught by Darius Stewart. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, this is Rawls. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On second down, Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Matt Milano, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Gone!
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's caught. Mitchell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And complete to Lewis over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Tighten up. Check. Lucky.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Going to try and throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
You got 4. You got 4 down. 4 down. Over. Ship. Watch the ship.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Alert! 3 down!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On third down, here's McCoy. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Gun! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Under 10!
Now McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Whitehead, the return. Shifts by him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now come the Jets. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Allen. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Steps away. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He completes it to Bryant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now on first down. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Whitehead, the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
This give is to McCoy. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. Room here to run. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
And they start the 2nd half with a carry by McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From midfield, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's McCoy, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll go with a keeper, and he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
3 down. Watch it now, Barney. Over. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
4 down.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, Can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gun!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Letting one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Gun!
Here's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes over with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
Here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Lawson in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. One set. Eyes up. Gun! 58. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there. Gun!
Allen again here on second and 10. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. K.D. Cannon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills head on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. New York set to take the field.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath.
And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. McCoy. And he'll get it down inside the 30. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.